boys and girls. I'm back. This is the last time for today. We are here ready to do our activity about our two pumpkin books. Now, first, we had 8 cool facts about pumpkins, and then we had Penguin and Pumpkin. One was a fiction book, one was an informational book. So, when I want to compare things about two books or two types of books, I can use this really cool organizer like I have back here. This is called a Venn diagram. Can you say Venn diagram? Very good. My Venn diagram is actually 2 giant circles, and in the middle, they intersect with each other. Do you see the green part in the middle? Well, one side is all about our informational text. That's the yellow side. The blue side is all about our fiction text. But in the middle, it has a little bit of both. Both texts were about pumpkins, and both texts were interesting. But on the blue side, we're only going to put things that were about fiction, about the fiction book. And on the yellow side, we're only going to put things that are facts and that we would find in an informational book. So let me show you the first one. It says penguins can talk. Where do you think we should put penguins can talk? Is that information or is it fiction? Well, we know penguins can't talk, so we know this has to go right here in the fiction side. Okay, let's look at another one. Pumpkins have seeds. What do you think? Fact, information, or fiction? You're right. That is a fact. We would find that in an information book. Pumpkins have seeds. Oh, look at this one. See what you think. Penguins wear hats. If you ever see a penguin with a hat, you better let me know because that is not right. So penguins wear hats is a fantasy or a fiction. And we're going to put that on the side with the fiction. How about this one? Pumpkins have stems. What do you think? Is that a fact? Would we find that in an information book or would we find that in a fiction book? That is a fact, boys and girls, and we would find that in our fact book. That is a piece of information. Pumpkins have stems. All right, how about this one? Pumpkins are fruits. Do you remember what kind? They are squash, aren't they? Let's put that right here. Information side is winning. Let's put that right on our information side. Okay. How about this one? Oh, do you remember this? Pumpkins grow in Illinois. In Illinois. Lots and lots of pumpkins grow there, don't they? Yes. We learned that in our informational text. Oh, look at all of our informationals now. Pumpkins grow in Illinois. Oh, you know what? Let me switch these two because that one doesn't fit in there. There we go. Okay. Oh, we're almost done. This is a funny one. Pumpkins are boats. Are pumpkins boats, boys and girls? Of course they're not. But did the penguins use them as boats to float across and see the fall pumpkin patch? They sure did. So where should this go? This goes on the fiction side. Pumpkins are not boats. They just use them as boats in the story. Last one. Penguins read books. Do penguins read books? No, penguins do not read books. Of course they don't. But they showed that in the fantasy story, didn't they? Fantasy and fiction are the same. They both start with F. Fantasy, fiction. Information is nonfiction. So this is a silly, silly fiction. And we're going to put that right over there because penguins do not read books. Wow. Let's take a look at our Venn diagram now and let's see what we've learned. We learned that information books, which are nonfiction books, have things like Pumpkins have seeds. That's a fact. Pumpkins have stems. That's a fact. Pumpkins grow in Illinois, and pumpkins are fruits. Those are all facts, pieces of information. When we look over to the blue side, to our fiction or our fantasy book, we learned that penguins can talk. Really? Well, in a fiction book, they can. So penguins can talk in a fiction book because we know that's not real. Penguins wear hats in fiction books. Pumpkins can be boats in picture books. And finally, penguins read books in fiction books. And in the middle, both of our texts, both of them, the fiction and the information, were about pumpkins. And most importantly, both were interesting. Because you know what, boys and girls? It is really great to read both fiction and nonfiction books. So keep reading those informational or nonfiction texts, and please keep reading those fun fantasy fiction texts. You will never regret it. Have a great day. You did a super job, and you are going to be a super reader. See you soon. Bye.